So we weren't sure how good the trees would do. We were trying to dispel the myth, as we said at the time, that broadleaves didn't grow at all well in Leitrim, and that there was a lot of, there was a mindset, if you like, that Leitrim, planted with Sitka spruce and leave it there. Plant the people's minds, plant everything, block everything, put into Leitrim, bar Sitka spruce. And of course that was completely wrong thinking. It was causing all sorts of negativity. The place can be dreary enough without having a monoculture of spruce. And we've cheered it up a little. We've planted these little hills and lots of splashes of colour here and there are now coming out of the plantings since the local project. There's a lot more broadleaves we've done now. I would be good for the position of development officer because I was from the area and I knew the people because they were from the same cultural background as myself. But planting trees is not something that Irish people understand that well culturally, because in 1900 we had only 1% tree cover, so it was almost non-existent for the people of, say, Leitrim. And I would have helped them surpass that problem by being on the ground with them, by reassuring them about convincing communities, maybe, not more so than individuals, because some individuals would be afraid, for instance, of what their neighbours would think if they planted trees. You're giving up on us, you're giving up on the whole farming notion that farmers are resilient people, they don't give up easily, and that taking on forestry as an option was actually a failure. So it was negative. The whole negativity of planting trees, I think, came to the fore, and finally I found it difficult under that environment to bring people along. Anyone would have, and that was a strain on me personally. I had also to go back and convince the Forest Service that what I was doing was good or benign. When lots of foresters say, look at Noel, plant the standard stuff, plant it the way we've done it for years. If the people don't like it, that's their problem. But I think one of the benefits of the project was that people did start to like their trees, and we have to keep the foot on the pedal there and don't take it for granted that people will find overnight this kind of cultural renewal, that they will love their trees in that way. It's not going to happen that quickly. It was a research project, really. We were pioneering to the point that we were using such a range of species in mixture. I think one person in this area mentioned orange trees.
Orange trees?
Yeah.
They wanted to grow orange trees.
They wanted to grow
as
orange
part of the
trees.
local project.
But this man was from South Africa, so I suppose you can excuse it. Those were the suggestions. So we did push it out the boundaries of that as far as we could, and we grew black locust, honey locust, laburnum for the craftspeople especially.
Wood turning
woods. Also the benefits of both are leguminosa. So you have benefits to the soil. It would be far easier now to encourage people from Ireland to plant trees. They're more aware. They're more aware of not only their trees but their environment. The problem now is the value of property, and people are having difficulty now with the notion that if they plant their land, they may devalue it. It may be less saleable if they want to sell. They may want to build a house there, so that's another thing. They may not want the trees that close to it. And then other people love to have the trees around, and that's something we're finding as well as foresters now, that more and more people want to live in the woods in Ireland. So it's happening. It's not happening that fast, but it's happening. It's noticeable that Irish people are coming around to liking their trees and to valuing them, and I think it's very timely now as well because of the energy situation, and that's going to be actually a big development, I suppose, in the whole forestry thing, is the energy economy, and trees will become more valuable as a result of that too. I'm excited about the local project and where it's headed for me as a forester, and it will help Irish forestry evolve into the future. But forestry is not something you can tinker with easily. You have to be more than careful that what you're doing is improving your forest rather than experimenting with it too much. And therein lies the dilemma for foresters as we go forward. So it's something I'm looking forward to more as a challenge in that regard, and it's a serious challenge.